There's nothing better than great food with good friends. And Portland has so many wonderful places to enjoy a good meal at a uniquely local Portland restaurant. Come with us as we enjoy the culinary delights of Portland's best local chefs. Located in Portland's Pearl District, there is an oasis of culture, taste, and color. Oba Restaurant features a local owner-operator that has been setting the trend for many years.
Nuevo Latino covers Spain, Portugal, Cuba, and the South Americas, with a little bit of Central America thrown in. Well, in 1997, the Pearl didn't really exist at that time, and it was a factory warehouse area. So I brought in Nuevo Latino, which was the first on the West Coast. It existed in Florida and Miami, and also New York. The bar specifically is painted and designed for women, and the chips, especially the gold you'll see in the bar, is Ralph Lauren Hollywood Gold, about $125 a gallon in 1997, if you can believe that. The bar is actually built after a 1950 Havana bar, and we put a lot of copper on top of the tables as well as the bar, and then used a ping hammer and chains to create an old world feel and look. Yeah, we have a very extensive tequila line as well as rum line for mojitos. We were the first one, I think, to do mojitos in Portland. 2 years later, the fad caught on. So we were experimenting with drinks constantly, trying to figure out and try to evolve what the Latin culture would be in terms of cocktails. Our outdoor sign, the Oba sign, was modeled after a 1952 Chevrolet Pontiac sign that was actually in Cuba, and same color design, same everything. We just changed the letterings around to fit us. Well, you've got long-term guests and guests obviously that are new. The first thing you hear from guests that are new, they walk in the door and you hear the din of the crowd, and everyone sort of stops and stares. And then a big smile, and they wait on in. People that have come here for a long time, since the early days of '97, know that they come here because they love what we do. We take care of our guests and treat them like family, and they return over and over again.
Well, with Nuevo Latino cuisine, what I really try and do is fuse the influences, techniques, and ingredients from south of the border in Spain and Portugal, and then retranslate it, put it on the plate using some great Northwest ingredients, create kind of a mixture across culture. Really try and use a lot of different colors and textures and heights, and to really make the food kind of pop, because people eat with their eyes first, and so if it looks great, I know it's going to taste great. All right, we have a Jamaican jerk crusted seared ahi tuna. We sear it rare and slice it thin. Serve it over a chervil and chive oil, and it's got a mango tomatillo salsa. The tuna itself has a jerk crust, so we actually make that with a little bit of lemongrass, brown sugar, ginger, garlic, red chili. This is our Cuban pulled flank steak, and we call it vaca frita, which is the Cuban word for it, which actually literally means fried cow. It's a flank steak. We braise it in the oven for about 3 hours, and we actually milk braise it, and then we put it back together with some black pepper, some lime juice, garlic, and a little bit of Italian parsley and cilantro, and form it into a patty, and then that's pan-seared. On the bottom and the top of that patty, you've got boniato, which is a Cuban sweet potato in 2 different forms. On the bottom, it's mashed, and then on top, it's been spun through a mandolin and then crispy fried. This is one of the most popular dishes on our menu. It's our macadamia nut crusted Pacific swordfish. That's also served with our signature coconut jasmine rice, some rotisserie roasted tomatoes. The real feature of the dish is the cilantro macadamia nut pesto, and then it's drizzled with a little bit of sherry reduction. I think this dish is a perfect representation of Oba. We try and use something local, the Pacific swordfish, which is a great fish, and then put a spin on it. This is actually from our Costa Rican regional series. I just love how if you get every little piece of there, a little piece of the fish, a little piece of tomato, a little rice, a little pesto, and a little of the glaze on there, it's literally the perfect bite.
You'll find Oba located in the Pearl District on Northwest 12th between Gleason and Cooch. They offer happy hour daily at 4 p.m. Coming up next, it's a serving of good old down-home comfort food with an urban upgrade. We'll tell you where to find this special menu featuring all local ingredients. That's next on Signature Dining Portland.